All right, so this is part 2 of Kelly and Mark.
You are almost
season 2, episode 159, the first anniversary show. We're going to reveal the answer and then do the dancing again. And then I will mimic the dancer.
How many years were you a detective?
That's 10 years.
We'll just play the whole game again while I take a shit. I got to take a mean shit. And then I'll dance like the unemployed girl that's...
Where was I in that? I think that's in California. The one with the cactus?
Yeah, the one with the cactus.
Oh, yeah, that's in California.
Okay, cool. Nice cactus.
All right. Well, let's get to it. It's that time. It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Eileen Brown from Massapequa, New York, who watches the show on WABC. Good morning, Eileen. How are you?
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Kelly. Congratulations on your anniversary.
Thanks, Eileen. That's so nice.
I love that photo there with you and that cactus. Where are you?
Where was I in that? I think that's in California. The one with the cactus?
Yeah, the one with the cactus.
Oh, yeah, that's in California.
Okay, cool. Nice cactus. All right, you know how to play this game. You give us 2 statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth, and if you stump me, you'll win this. And this. Oh, okay. All right. We have
Or between wanting you to win for your anniversary or wanting that mug.
Okay.
You want the mug, Eileen. Come on.
Okay, so here are your 2 statements. I was a detective in New York, or I worked for a catalog company. Okay, so Detective Eileen, give me the code number for a homicide.
Well, I didn't work in homicide. I worked in SVU.
What is that?
That's a special victim.
Okay.
Like, you know what Olivia Benson does? Like that type.
All right, well, give me a code for something.
A 1015, a 1085, a 10-3.
Okay, give me another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
I could go on.
Okay.
10-4.
All right. And you worked for a catalog company. Tell me about that.
Yes, in the 90s, I worked as an editor for a catalog company for business supplies. Okay. It was riveting.
Riveting. Which job did you like better?
Detective.
Detective. Okay. And how many years were you a detective?
That's 10 years.
About 10 years. Okay.
Don't do.
Yeah. All right. Here's what I think.
Oh, boy.
I think that you stared down some pretty hardened criminals and you looked at them and you're like, what are their Miranda rights? You have the right to remain silent. I think you've done that. I think that you were a New York City detective. You took the train in from Massapequa and you served our great city of New York City.
No one's taking no fucking train in to be a police
You
officer.
are almost right. Not NYPD, but I was a detective in New York. You are right.
She was a detective.
She wasn't.
You were a detective on Long Island.
Yeah.
Yes, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well.
So who won?
I won.
Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't win the mug or the t-shirt. But hey, listen, you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
There she is. So nice, you gotta watch her twice.
Today's trivia dancer is Louise Launder from Ridge, New Hampshire. Deja, spin that wheel and see.
All right, so now this is where I dance like Louise, which is also Emma Stone's daughter's name. So let's hope she doesn't come out a ratchet, crazy, psycho bitch like this girl.
Today's trivia dancer is Louise Launder from Ridge, New Hampshire.
All right, so now this is where you YouTube get to rate me on a scale of 1 to 100 of my dancing skills. All right, let's hope I don't break my foot again.
A chance to win a valuable trip. It's time
Welcome
for Warm It Up
back.
Travel Trivia.
Today's trivia dancer is Louise Launder from Ridge, New Hampshire. Asia, spin that wheel and see if we can win Eileen a prize.
All right.
You rate me because I am thinking about joining, or not joining, but auditioning for So You Think You Can Dance next time it comes to my to my neck of the woods. Auntie.
Today's trivia dancer is Louise Launder from Ridge, New Hampshire. Asia, spin that wheel and see if we can win Eileen a prize.
All right.
Okay, you're playing for a trip for two to the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. 8 days, 7 nights in a premium suite. It includes 3 meals daily. What?
All 3 of them.
Yep. 1 excursion per day. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only 1 guess. Eileen, good luck.
All right, Eileen, here we go. Earlier this week, we talked with Liev Schreiber. What did Liev say his mother did for a living?
Oh, she was a prostitute.
She drove a taxi.
Yes.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 8 days and 7 nights at the Los Establos
You know what's up? Taxi drivers, prostitutes, they're practically the same thing. Hey, people, don't you know? Prostitutes usually funnel their illegal money and earnings from prostitution by being an independent owner, like a life coach or a taxi driver. They pump up the numbers so that pussy won't pop. Oh yeah, I'm really a prostitute. I said I'm a taxi driver, but I'm really a whore. And I fill out my tax work paperwork.
Eileen, congratulations.
Thanks so much. That's the best. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
You're the best. Now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a $500 gift card from Bed Bath and Beyond. So please pick a number between 1 and 120.
Oh, my old patrol car, 116.
116. Congratulations again. When we return, Lily Gladstone is here. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. We'll take a look back at the first year of Live with Kelly and Mark. We'll see who remembers what happened best when Kelly and Mark compete in anniversary games. And coming up next, Lily Gladstone.
Was the first thing he was.
What it's like to love somebody.
There's a lie, the same kind of lie that always shines on me. There's a way everybody say.
The way I love Jews. Does anyone else think Jenna Gladstone looks like a very overweight Jennifer Lawrence? Like if Jennifer Lawrence gained 100 pounds, do you think she'd look like Lily Gladstone? Or do you think that it's more likely Lily Gladstone would like lose 70 pounds and look like, or lose 80 pounds and look like Jennifer Lawrence? Because they got the same kind of face a little bit.
Sign up today at Gibbons5K.com.
Put some ones in the chat.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Time for sport mode. Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Get 3.9% APR financing for 36 months on Sentra.
Say cheese, living up purple Mercedes. Fall in love, why don't you make me? You want a bitch, just say please.
The tributes are pouring in. She's earned an Oscar nomination for her powerful performance in last year's epic Killers of the Flower Moon. Please welcome the very talented Lily Gladstone.
And happy anniversary.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. You are, I dare say, dreamcasting in honor of Mark's first anniversary here.
Yes.
Because you are, I would say,
You're basically what she's, look, everyone, this is what Kelly's basically telling her. She's like, I'm basically telling you that we only invited you to the show to be a guest because of Mark's masturbating crush on you. Because Mark likes to masturbate to you the third Thursday of every month for some reason. He says that's something to do with Thanksgiving growing up in like Lebanon. I don't know what that means, but so I just want to let you know that congratulations on making it here. But we didn't invite you because you're talented or because we think this is a good movie. We solely did this as an anniversary present for Mark so he could like gawk at you in real life and take a mental photo for his spank bank next time he squirts his jizz all over his daughter's fucking empty mattress. Because he's pissed off that she's fucking getting gangbanged by like 45 English British DJs every night.
You are,
the fucking second Wednesday of every month.
Dare say, dreamcasting in honor of Mark's first anniversary here because you are, I would say,
I thought it was one of the most powerful
literally
performances.
talked about your performance for 2 months on end.
Oh,
so congratulations on all of this.
Yeah.
We were backstage. You, of course, were there. Did you bring a date with you?
yeah, my dad was sitting next to me.
Incredible. And so
Was he talking with all the movie stars?
tell me about that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. In retrospect, I've had time to acclimate to celebrity, so you just see people after a while.
Right.
That like a little starstruck fuse blows at some point.
Sure.
My poor dad got thrown front row of the Oscars, surrounded by people, though, so he was, I think, a little overwhelmed. Especially, he was seated right next to Jodie Foster, and I mean,
that's a good seatmate, though.
Oh yeah, she is. We love her, and my dad has been a fan of hers since before I was born.
Right.
So it's she was lovely. She gave him a little bag of trail mix, which he still has some. My mom started eating. He was like, "No, that's my Jodie Foster trail mix."
See, she's smart. She's been to the Oscars before. You gotta bring snacks.
Hey, did you have to dance floor at all the parties?
I did, yeah. I've never really been like a club, get out on the dance floor type person. You know, my dance has always been in a studio or on a stage.
Right.
So I did want to see a few people, though. I kept trying to connect with Leo all night. Of course, you know, he's up all hours of the night dancing everywhere. So.
Leo, and by Leo, do you mean Leonardo DiCaprio?
Da Vinci, no.
and so you're on a Leo name basis with him.
Yeah.
So your starstruck bubble burst.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think your fuse definitely blows when you're on a like just nickname basis with someone like that. But he was.
So you're sitting there just hanging out on the set of the movie, taking a break, just chatting it up with Leo and Bobby.
You know. Oh yeah. I think your fuse definitely blows when you're on a like just nickname basis with someone like that. But he was, he was so incredibly supportive the entire campaign. He was just there with me every step of the way, and he was working. So it was
and he fucked me.
The first thing he was able to do getting off work that day was go out and party. So he's like, come to Jay-Z. The only thing I want is just 10 minutes on the dance floor.
That's so sweet.
It was great. It was so much fun.
So Jay-Z, Jay-Z had a party?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about that during commercial break. We're going to talk about Willie's new crime series, Under the Bridge. We'll be right back.
Still ahead on Live. We'll take a look back at the first year of Live with Kelly and Mark.
I can't imagine the way you just said that. Like, I can't imagine. This is the scenario. All right. Jay-Z's throwing an Oscars party, and Leonardo DiCaprio comes up to you and says, hey, Leonardo DiCaprio comes up to you and says, do you want to go to Jay-Z's post-Oscars party? And you say, no, you know what? I'm good. I'm not much of a club party dancing girl. I'm just going to go back to the hotel room. Like, no, Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm going to pass. I'm not going to go with you to Jay-Z's, multi-million-dollar Oscar party. I'd rather just go to a hotel. And then Leonardo DiCaprio is begging you, oh, come on, please. Come to Jay-Z's party with me, Lily Gladstone. I just want to dance with you for 10 minutes on the dance floor to celebrate our movie at Jay-Z's party. And you're like, okay. Like, can you imagine that? Like, this is the real, this is Lily Gladstone's life. Leonardo DiCaprio comes to her and says, hey, will you come with me to Jay-Z's post-Oscars party? And Lily goes, not really. I think I'm going to pass. Like, please, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. It's Jay-Z's party. Like, come dance with me. And I think I'd rather go to a hotel. That's just more my speed. Oh, please. And then Leonardo DiCaprio asks her, Lily Gladstone, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging Lily Gladstone to come with me to Jay-Z's party for 10 minutes just so you could dance. I just want to dance 10 minutes with you. And Lily's like, oh, God, sit at home, wear pajamas, masturbate with a vibrating zucchini, and watch Real Housewives of Potomac. Or dance for 10 minutes with Leonardo DiCaprio at a post-Oscars party for a film I was nominated for at Jay-Z's party. I think I'm just, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch TV and grab some ramen. I brought my special spice. It's gonna be fun. Please, Lily, just come for 10 minutes, and I just want 10 minutes on the dance floor with you. Fine, Leo. Fine. Jeez. It's fucking hard problems in here being a fucking famous bitch. Fine, Leonardo DiCaprio. I will be your date to the Jay-Z party and dance with you. God, these fucking kids, man. Okay, I'll do it. Jesus Christ, annoying little shit. And then he's sitting there doing his whole little fucking dance thing with the Great Gatsby. All that shit. And she's just sitting there like, okay, about to go. And then on the way, like, Adam Sandler's like, hey, Lily, hey, you want to come over to my mansion? I'm having a... Shut up, Sandler. I got a fucking marathon to watch. And the whole reason Leo's like, hey, come to Jay-Z's party so I could slip some in your drink and you could wake up in the middle of international waters. It'll be a fun story. It works all the time. No, I'm going to pass.
Infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Will you come to Jay-Z's party with me?
Fargo, the new virtual assistant.
Ketoacidosis.
With Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send cash $145.
Oh my God. That commercial.
All you.
Smith. Do you Fargo? You can with Wells Fargo.
What happened under the bridge? You were there. So was Josephine. All your friends. They were the last people that we know were with Rena. Is there some kind of fight?
But she walked away. She was fine. I thought she was fine.
1018, 1018. That was a scene from Under the Bridge, which I want to talk to you about. Before I get into Under the Bridge, you also are a lover of Palm Springs, like we are.
You like gay people?
That's
What do you do when you go there?
Well, my family and I, after the Oscars, decided to take a little trip there. Just me and my parents.
Because all the gay people love you
my
and probably
best
fawn
friend
over
from
you.
childhood
They treat you the
is
same way
Agua
you treat
Caliente,
Leonardo
the
DiCaprio.
Kauai band of Indians.
You perform
at Agua
oral
Caliente.
sex on each other
She's
for a
their
small
tribal lawyer.
fee and a percentage
So
in the
it was her
ownership
idea.
of
Agua
Epcot Center
Caliente
in
did this wonderful
Orlando.
cultural exchange with Osage while we were promoting Killers of the Flower Moon, because history of the Osage with oil and exploitation, Kauai went through the same thing. She's their tribal lawyer.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Nothing like some 69 in Palm Springs with people who think you're the next Whitney Houston. I bet a bunch of drunk locals. I bet you a bunch of drunk residents in Palm Springs, while they got beer goggles on, do confuse her for Jennifer Lawrence, and that's why she goes there, because she gets all the Jennifer Lawrence attention in Palm Springs. Probably taking a picture in front of a stupid cactus like that Long Island detective.
You also are a lover of Palm Springs, like we are.
Yep. That's
What do you do when you go there?
Well, my family and I, after the Oscars, decided to take a little trip there. Just me and my parents and
Heaven.
Yeah, my best friend from childhood is Agua Caliente, the Kauai band of Indians at Agua Caliente. She's their tribal lawyer.
Oh my God.
So it was her idea. Agua Caliente did this wonderful cultural exchange with Osage while we were promoting Killers of the Flower Moon, because history of the Osage with oil and exploitation, Kauai went through the same thing. So we developed this nice friendship. Tribal chairman's just an incredible person, and they have a beautiful spa. The tribe owns and runs the spa, JKE, and healing waters. They haven't touched the surface of the earth for tens of thousands of years.
Oh my gosh!
So it's you have to go.
Okay,
it's supporting a sovereign tribal nation. Yes, you can go. It's the best. It's the best spa experience.
All right, tell us about Under the Bridge.
Well, Under the Bridge is it's the story of Rena Verk, which is very well known in Canada, and I think we don't know as much about it in the United States, but it's on the level of, like, for us, Matthew Shepard.
Okay.
It's the story of a 14-year-old girl who goes out one night with supposedly her friends and then never comes home.
And you were familiar with this case growing up?
I wasn't. It happened the same year that my family moved from my reservation in Montana. We moved to Seattle. And so I started middle school in Seattle, same year, 1997. And we didn't hear about it directly. Like I said, it's well known in Canada, and there's a lot we can learn from it in the United States. But one thing I did feel was there was a cultural shift with how concerned adults were with particularly, and unfortunately, there was a focus more on the kind of music we were listening to.
Okay.
If there was any idolization of the Crip blood turf war that was going on. In retrospect, at the time, I remember feeling like that was a little odd. And then especially 2 years later with Columbine, everybody was just concerned with everybody who's listening to the wrong kind of music or playing the wrong kind of video games. And the shift in focus culturally, I think we've made, and maybe we should have had then, was focusing on the anti-bullying aspects of it.
Yeah.
It's instead of kind of policing kids' music taste, what are creating these bullies? What are some of the inequities in our society that are disenfranchising kids?
The people, let's just take, for instance, the two people involved in Columbine. They weren't the bullies. They were the bullied. They were not the aggressors. They weren't looking for trouble. They weren't starting fights. They were getting picked on, and they couldn't defend themselves physically. They couldn't win a fist fight. So they just kept on getting bullied, picked on, called names, this stigma problem around them. And they said finally, like, I have no idea if they asked, can you please stop? I don't know if they went to a principal or a teacher and said, can you, I have no idea. But for whatever reason, it kept on going to the point where they felt defenseless and their words wouldn't work. They didn't have the ability to physically, like, just punch someone and shut them up. Sometimes if someone's going to keep saying stuff about you, if you could punch them and knock them out, then they'll stop because, like, that guy can hurt me. But when you can't do that, the either thing is you transfer schools, you just put up with it until you graduate, or you take things into your own hands. And usually that's a weapon, whether it's a pipe or trying to break a bottle over someone's head or a knife. Or in this case, they decided, look, they're not going to shut up. I can't shut them up with my voice or my fists. So they decided to get guns. Where'd they get the idea for guns? From the video games they're playing. Let's get some guns and shoot them up just like that game we play.
Yeah.
Doom or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But what's making these other people's bullied? I wouldn't be surprised if people that are bullying them are people that are bullied by their parents or mom or dad or aunt or uncle or an older brother or an older cousin.
Odd. And then especially,
or maybe this person that was bullying them when they were like juniors or sophomores, they were picked on by seniors. So now they think this is what I have to do. When I'm a senior, I get to pick on like sophomores and juniors. Or maybe they were picked on by other seniors in that class that they couldn't fight back against. So instead of standing up against the people that were bullying them, they bully people a level below them. And eventually those people are going to bully someone else, whether it's a shorter person or a younger person. And the chain just goes on and on and on, and there's comfortable roasting, but then there's like really crossing a line. And when you cross a line and you mean something and you're adamant and you're really trying to make someone feel like they have no place on this earth or they're terrible or their parents did this, especially if it's truth. I mean, if your dad went to jail for doing something horrendous, it's not going to feel good when I constantly tell you about it and that it's the truth, and that I know it's the truth, and you can't deny it, and you're just going to put up with it. Eventually, the pressure is going to make the pipe burst.
Turf war that was going on. In retrospect, at the time, I remember feeling like that was a little odd, and then especially 2 years later with Columbine, everybody was just concerned with everybody who's listening to the wrong kind of music or playing the wrong kind of video games, and the shift in focus culturally, I think we've made, and maybe we should have had then, was focusing on the anti-bullying aspects of it.
Yeah.
It's instead of kind of policing kids' music taste, what are creating these bullies? What are some of the inequities in our society that are disenfranchising kids to feel powerless and to grab power by stripping it from others? What are these inequities also doing to make some of our kids more vulnerable to bullying?
Well, that's really important. And it starts Riley Keough as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
That's important. Thanks, Mark. Mark Consuelos.
Tomorrow on Live, Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
I want my food to look the best it possibly can. I want my customers to look at that meat and say, wow, like real meat is something that you can take.
I can't imagine. Like, can you imagine Mark Consuelos in a commercial? Like, that's what I like see now. Mark Consuelos, like, hey guys, it's very important not only to check your fire alarms, but to not bully any other kids at your school or in your neighborhood. And if you're being bullied, let someone know so we could stop the progress. That's very important. The more you know. Or maybe it says, or make sure to not bully people. And if you see someone being bullied, step up and say something. I'm Mark Consuelos, and this has been a Mark Consuelos message. The more you know, the more you know, the more you know. Now I sound like fucking Meryl Streep doing that shit. Yeah, motherfucker. Back, motherfucker. AG1, motherfucker. I want to come and tell you ready. You be ready for all your life. You want to say bye. Whoa.
This Earth Day,
Whoa,
join
whoa, 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 whoa. I said you never ever want. I said you'll never ever want to survive. Keep me alive, keep me alive. I tell you that you're never so ready. You've been ready for all.
join the celebration on Disney Plus all month long.
Welcome back, everybody. I've got to tell you something. I have loved working every day of this past year with you.
Thank you so much. I feel exactly the same way. And like I said, this year has flown by, so let's take a look at some of the highlights now.
Just the highlights.
Just the highlights.
Joining me today and permanently until one of us dies is Marcus Wayne.
Woo!
This is just an I love Mark.
Yeah.
Just for people who love Mark. Mark kept me awake all night last night. Would you like to know who the sexiest morning host is? As you're looking at him.
See, man, you just did something to me. Wow. You look into her eyes and she just does that thing, and it's very sexy.
Turns out, not doing it.
Turns out she just has bad eyesight.
What's flat white again? That was my nickname in high school.
You're small titties, and I'm Kelly.
So whatever it takes. If this was one of the segments they pitched me right off the bat, there would be no deliberation at all. Friday segment, rub Mark's feet.
The trick is to try to sound like the song.
The team with the most gifts completely wrapped wins the coveted gift wrapping trophy.
I want to talk to you. I think we should host a show together at the Tropicana.
A husband and wife hosting a show together sounds risky. I don't think so.
I remember that movie. Bitch.
Will we both growl at you when you pet us? Are you ready?
Yes.
Is everybody ready? It's time to play!
I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth, and if you stump me, it's going to be Kelly's fault here.
Kelly farts all the time. I
For the
smell it.
record, it is never Kelly's fart.
Right.
Mark, you are wrong! You are wrong, Mark! That was a big deal. Oh my gosh. You are very cute. And then a moment of
Nobody puts Kelly in the corner. Amazing. Oh my God. You better stop.
So we're training our body for life. Just a nice
keep up with Kelly. How do you do that? This is how.
Everybody feeling lucky?
It's the Rolls Royce.
Michael Bellman is the executive producer of the daytime talk show, Live with Regis and it is my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife.
What a weekend.
Mark can't dance for shit. He's the Latin one.
That was nice. All right, next we go head to head and test our memory when we play the anniversary game.
Well,
Stick around.
Live will return in a moment.
When I come home and Lena stands on her hind legs and grabs my leg,
she does. And the tail is going.
it just does something.
And then I remind her, he didn't want you.
Next live, Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
When Lena hugs me, I get a boner. Ugh.
Husband and wife.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
That was a big deal. Oh my
Oh my god. See, when he knows he can't act good, he just goes 100% bad acting, trying to be funny. Yeah. That doesn't work. And then he says, I was being bad on purpose to be funny, but it's not funny. Oh my fucking god.
A moment of
Nobody puts Kelly in the corner.
That's where he fucks Shakira.
Okay.
Haley's timeless masterpiece, Revelations.
They've been married for too many years to count, but only now have they reached the first anniversary of Live with Kelly and Mark. So what better way to celebrate than to pit these two against each other in the Hunger Games? Just kidding. The anniversary game, based on trivia questions from the past year. And what will you be playing for, you might ask? This beautiful medal. Yes, or as Kelly calls it, a necklace. All right, so let's get started. First question. How many sweaters combined did you two, Kelly and Mark, wear during the sweater show?
I know the answer to this question, and I'm going to prove it to you by using my voice to answer it.
Sweaters combined did you two, Kelly and Mark, wear during the sweater show?
5.
I'm going to guess.
Okay.
I'm going to say
Or 7. 5.
7.
7.
Ah,
Yes, there you go. 7 was the correct answer. I said 5, but then I thought about there's 3 segments, so that's 2, 4, 6. But then they shared that naughty nice sweater in the package we just saw, so that would be 7.
okay.
I'm going to say 7.
Ah, let's check the right. That's right.
I had it removed from my memory.
Wow, you didn't like the sweaters, Mark?
No, the feeling
So
on my
funny.
skin.
He's so hilarious.
Question number 2. Here we go. What dance did Val Schwarkowski and Jenna Johnson teach the two of you on your second show of Live with Mark?
The Latin Hustle?
Kelly?
I'm going to say it was
Cha-cha.
the
See, now I rely on the captions to ask the question. The captions fail me. What was the second dance that they learned?
Did Val Schwarkowski and Jenna Johnson teach the two of you on your second show of Live with Mark?
Well, then I guess they must have taught them something like a, not a waltz. You know what? I'm going to say the waltz. That's a wedding dance, though. I'm going to say a paso doble. I don't really know.
Kelly?
I'm going to say it was
Cha-cha.
the
5, 4, 3,
I know the name
2. Let's roll the video.
The paso doble.
It's the jive, guys. So clearly you don't remember the steps.
I feel like we just saw it, but I couldn't think of the name of it.
All right, question 3. What did Steve Patterson spray in Mark's mouth?
Oh, his semen. It was his semen. That was his dirty semen from his ass.
Spray in Mark's mouth. You gotta get this one right, Mark. Come on.
Whipped cream.
It's an official bonding. You gotta get this one. Let's roll the video. It's the jive, guys. So clearly you don't remember the steps.
I feel like we just saw it, but I couldn't think of the name of it.
All right, question 3. What did Steve Patterson spray in Mark's mouth? You gotta get this one right, Mark. Come on.
His sour dick juice.
It's an official bonding moment. Official bonding moment. All right, so this question we're going to use with our video here.
Okay.
What's Kelly trying to draw in the Labor Day edition of Sketching with the Stars?
That's a cock. That's a penis. It's an umbrella.
No, like a pool party?
Well, the answer was a beach.
The beach. The
But
beach.
you were close, but no cigar.
And that's why I'm saying bitch.
All right, let's keep it going. Kelly's on the board.
Is that
Mark's
what
on
you
the board.
all are?
Who's going to get this answer
But
right?
I'm a bitch too.
Who did you
So
both
let's all love each
perform
other like
a
bitches.
fake wedding for?
Beaches.
Two lovely people in Las Vegas.
No, that was a real wedding.
Oh, it's a dog and his owner.
Yes, they just got divorced. The Bachelor, the Golden Bachelor.
That's all I'm saying.
I really thought those two were going to make it.
It's more like grand opening, grand closing. All right, here's the question. Here we go. What did Lola and Michael make on the show the last time they were here?
Oh, they make a sex.
Parents? Give me a guess.
Did they make a baby? They made a baby. That's right, in your locker room.
Asked,
Oh,
can we do
right.
gingerbread?
I was gonna say, what did they make? It depends on the holiday.
Lola and Michael make on the show the last time they were here?
What, Christmas?
Come on, parents!
Gingerbread cookies.
Give me a guess.
Christmas, a toast. They made a toast. They made a sweater.
Let's go to the
Or
video
gingerbread
and see what the answer
cookies.
was.
Or
I asked, can we do gingerbread? And I got,
Gingerbread cookies. All right, guys, the anniversary games will continue after the break.
Remember tomorrow online. Broadway musical, The Heart of Rock and Roll.
4 o'clock. Look at it. Your daughter could be a Grammy Award winner. But she thought that I wasn't talented. Not because she listened to my music and said, I don't think that's good music, but because she looked at me and said, you're not famous. I don't know who you are. If you were talented, then I would have heard of you and you'd be famous. And I'm like, there's a time that Prince was just some 17-year-old kid in Minnesota. And he told people that he was going to be, really talented and successful artist, and they laughed at him. It's like, if you're such a good artist, why are you wrapping up my grocery bags? He's like, because I'm 16.
And caregivers are not saying this is hard because they're martyr. Like, this is real.
We're back with the anniversary games. The score is Kelly 2, Mark 1. Here's your chance to tie it up. Here we go. What did Gelman and Mark eat immediately after getting out of the cold plunge ice bath?
They both stuck a big fat fucking wiener in their mouth and they sucked on it until they fucking farted fucking white liquid out of their tight bleached anus holes.
I'm going to say pizza. Mark, you want to steal?
A burger?
No, fucking hot dog, you dumb
Video.
cunt.
What was the answer? Here we go.
Naked man eating a wiener.
Final question. We're going to run.
You know what? You guys try doing this and see how much you remember.
Listen here. Here we go. Okay, let's roll the video. What were the ingredients in the drink we made for Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer backstage?
It was red wine with like a shot of tequila and like a candy, like a Jolly Rancher. Or it was red wine and cranberry juice with sparkling
Drink
water.
we made for Melissa McCarthy and Octavia
like
Spencer.
a ghetto sangria.
Red wine and a Diet Coke.
Come on, Mike.
You know what? I have
You both are winners.
Yes, we both. We both sing. We will continue this celebration when we come back. Thank you, Dave.
If you'd like to know more about anything you see on live, log on to our website at live.com.
If you're a former smoker, if you're gonna fuck Mark Consuelos, do it when he's young, so that way if you get pregnant, you could leave and trick another man into raising your baby. So that way you could have kids that are good looking and smart. Kiss on the lips. Oh, see, she turned her head.
You know what? I have to
You both
say,
are winners.
yes,
There you go.
we both. We both sing.
Inbox.
You want healthy ingredients. With Blue Tastefuls, you don't have to compromise. Pick up Blue Tastefuls today.
Welcome back. Joseph Montini from New York says it's crystal clear that you two are sensational. Having both the news of your 1-year anniversary and Kelly's popularity surfacing on the same day is simply the cherry on top. I'm so overwhelmed, I feel like rushing out to the streets of Manhattan to shout this incredible news to the world. Hopefully they won't haul me away.
Watch out for the rats.
Danielle from Lancaster, Massachusetts says my husband will refer to his things like Kelly mentioned, her kids. He will say, my house, my yard, my kitchen. It's a party! Happy anniversary to you. This is cake. Try it out. Be cakey cake. I know. That's exactly what this is. Are you ready? Sure. I bet you this is cake. You ready?
I hope so. Oh.
It is cake. It's cake. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Okay. Are ready? I'm going to keep doing this, I guess?
Yeah, go down to the ground.
That's a good piece. That's a good piece.
Mark's
hungry.
Mark is very hungry. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to... Hang on. Gelman, you should have left an additional minute for this segment. Happy anniversary.
How come they don't ever kiss on the lips, fucking pussies?
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Here's so many more.
Ooh. See, on a situation like that, I'll eat cake on a special occasion. Like it's a one of a kind cake that I'll probably never get a chance to try again. I bet it's made by a really good baker, so of course I'm gonna have cake. But if it's a sheet cake at a fucking kid's birthday party that I'm gonna fucking get to eat anytime I want, I'll pass. But this cake, probably never get a chance to taste this cake, and even a regular size cake of this type of cake, but a smaller regular size might cost $50. I'll take a free piece. How come they never kiss on the lips, too? Is that what happens when you get older? You stop wanting to kiss your partner?
You should have left an additional minute for this segment.
Ugh. All right, well, that's the end of this one.
Schools today. Welcome back. Joseph Montini from New York says it's crystal clear that you two are sensational. Oh. Having both the news of your 1-year anniversary and Kelly's popularity surfacing on the same day. Montini from New York says it's crystal clear that you two are sensational. Oh. Having both the news of your 1-year anniversary and Kelly's popularity surfacing on the same day.
Like, finally, the rest of the world is starting to figure out you're kind of popular.
My house, my yard, my kitchen.
She was born with a non-functional leg. Her family wasn't sure what to do. Find out how Shriners Children's gives her the strength to stay active and to inspire others. Watch our next local spotlight this Saturday morning, sponsored by Shriners Children's.
There's danger everywhere. But danger had never looked quite like this before. Can you keep a secret?
This girl, Rena Burke, she's been missing for 3 days.
Young girls were the ones we were supposed to protect. Not be protected from. Take me under the bridge.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world.
Only be called F-150.
All right, well, that's the end of season 2, episode 159, the first anniversary show where you got Lily Gladstone as the only artist. Thank you so much, everyone. So thanks for watching. Here's to more years. Hopefully I'll be dead so I don't have to get stuck watching them. Or maybe they'll both die, which is not a good thing, but I don't think they're going to retire. And we need some new blood in here, right? How about Michael and Lola host the show after them, and we just keep it all in the family? And even though they're not qualified or talented, we'll pay them like $5 million a year. And we'll convince them that they're talented, and they'll think that, and they'll exploit themselves thinking that they're talented because a paycheck defines people's talent. That sounds fun. Anyways, see you for episode 160 on April. Who gives a shit? Anyways, thank you for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. And remember, hey, how can you prepare for the Olympics if you don't prepare yourself with lubrication?